When I'm working with trainee teachers, many of them say that the mental arithmetic is the most stressful part of the whole test, and it's the first thing that you have to do.
The very first time I put the practice TDA paper up, and it was the mental arithmetic, I just turned it off. I thought, I can't do it, and I just turned it off, and it was just sheer panic of having the headphones on and the questions just going through so quickly, and just panicking.
The actual maths in these questions isn't difficult. It's doing them against the clock that seems to bother people. But doing simple maths efficiently and quickly is a skill that you'll need as a teacher.
It wasn't a case of what you had to do was difficult, it was that I couldn't remember how to do it. And by the time I'd gone back and remembered how to do it, it was just the actual adding up and multiplication was okay, but it was just seeing what they wanted of you.
At school, I hated mental arithmetic, and I mean, at GCSE maths, that wasn't a part of it. So mental arithmetic was something I hadn't done ever, really.
If you struggle with maths in primary and secondary school, as I did, you develop a little bit of a phobia of the subjects. And it was the mental arithmetic section of the QTS numeracy test that I struggled with, because you're timed. You have 45 seconds to listen to the question and then answer it. So I think that's where I panicked slightly. I don't know if you feel the same.
I'm dyslexic as well, so I think numbers with me, I'm like, oh, I don't understand. So I did panic a lot, and I was like sweating when I was in there. But I had a little bit of extra time, which did help me. And if I didn't have that, I don't think I would have passed it. But I think it's just about understanding the method. I mean, really trying to practice the method of it.
So, what strategies can I suggest for the mental arithmetic test? The obvious thing is not to panic. But that's easier said than done. So let's work through a sample question.
Question 6.
Now, it's important to realise that although it's a mental arithmetic test and you can't use a calculator, you can make notes and jottings. So the first time the question is read out, write down the numbers.
6 out of 25 pupils scored full marks in a test. What percentage of pupils scored full marks?
The second time the question is read out, just listen carefully while looking at the numbers and try to picture what it's about.
6 out of 25 pupils scored full marks in a test. What percentage of pupils scored full marks?
Then, in the 18-second gap, work it out. I have to turn this into a percentage. I could do it by multiplying by 100, but that's a bit long. Let's see if there's another way. How many times does 25 go into 100? 4 times. So easy. 4 times 6 is the answer. 24%. Once you've got the answer, don't forget to put it in the box. And remember, the units are usually given outside the box, so you don't have to enter the units, just the number.
Question 7. What is 640?
If the next question starts before you've finished, remember in the mental arithmetic test, you can't stop it or go back.
What is
Abandon the question you were doing and concentrate on the new one. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind. If you don't get it, just forget it.
So you just need to listen out for the key numbers, and you've got a pen and paper, you can write it down, you can write down all the key things, and it should just be a simple calculation.
Like so many things in life, to improve a skill you need to practice it. So it's well worth doing some mental maths as you go about your day. Think of it as an exercise, the sort of thing athletes do before they compete.
Get a friend to ask you what 10% of a number is, or how many kids will be there. If, just the method's really important to understand, and do it your way as well, because we were taught in our maths sessions a way of doing it, but I didn't understand that way. I understood this way, and so I said, no, I'm going to do it this way. Does this make sense? Is that okay? Yes, it's fine, as long as you understand the way you're doing it.
There are practice tests on the TDA website. Use them to develop your skills.